Hi there, welcome to Most Buffalo. I'm Lauren Hall. Thanks for being with us here on WGRZ Plus for another year. 2026 is in full swing. With that comes a lot of new activities across Western New York. And here to tell us a little bit more is the president and CEO of Visit Buffalo, Patrick Kaler. Patrick, thanks for being here. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And as people are kind of getting back into the swinging of things this week, they may be having completely empty. I find that often happens in January. It's like, what's going on? My calendar is totally empty after the busy holidays.
Exactly.
So you're here to help us.
We've got plenty of things for people to see and do in Buffalo and Erie County right now. So we're going to kick it off with wellness walks at Tift Nature Preserve. These take place on Thursdays at 10 a.m. every Thursday, and it's a kind of a casual volunteer-led tour through the preserve. It's free, but if you would like to make a $3 donation, that's totally acceptable. Now, they do recommend that you call just in case if they have to call it off for some reason if the weather is not to where we would like it to be, but it's a great way to get out and enjoy January weather in our beautiful Tift Nature Preserve. Yeah,
and we're seeing some of the footage there. It is just so many different types of nature scenes in all different kinds of weather. I imagine dressing appropriately is very important for these nature walks in the winter.
Absolutely, because you're right there by the outer harbor, so you might get a few breezes off of the lake.
Yeah, but a beautiful setting no matter the weather. And there's another Festive Friday if you want to stick with the outdoors here, coming this week to the ice at Canal Side.
That's right. So the ice is always going down the canal side. So on Friday nights, they have a fun thing to do. And so this Friday, starting at 6 p.m., they have Skate 'em All Pokemon Night. And so they'll have a scavenger hunt. You can win some free hot chocolate. But it's just a great way to go down to Canal Side. Also suggest that you make a stop by the new Visitor Center, and you can warm up. And there's some really nice bathrooms there at the Visitor Center as well. So
thank you.
Yeah, good insider tip. But again, a fun way to get out and enjoy our outdoors here in Buffalo in January.
And their hot chocolate there is really good.
It is.
We just had some a couple weeks ago. Are you seeing a lot of people at the Visitor Center stopping?
It's picking up, and so we're really happy to see the folks coming out. I got to work during the holiday and saw a lot of people from out of town, which was great. So yeah.
Great. And if you're looking for an indoor activity, there's a new show playing at Shays, Shrek the Musical.
Yep, exactly. So a live action musical at Shrek. A lot of people know the animated movie, but you know, this is our Shrek, our hero, and the life-changing adventure that he goes on with the wisecracking donkey and a feisty princess. So, but this is all live action, so, and musical with the full orchestra. So a great way for the family to enjoy a film that they all well know, but to see it in live in person.
Yes, in an indoor place.
Exactly. Because we're going back outside again.
Yeah, back outside now, exactly. For those looking to be active and learn something new, there's a different winter hike program at Chestnut Ridge.
Yeah, and so this one's a little bit more aggressive, and so really you need to bundle up, wear the proper shoes. Even if you need some hiking sticks for this one, it's probably important to bring out those poles. You can also bring your dog on a leash as well, but this also incorporates a little trivia as well. So a little hiking trivia starts at 10 o'clock on Friday down at Chestnut Ridge Park. You're going to meet up at the casino right at the park as well. It's about a 90-minute walk, hike, but again, nice way to get out and enjoy the outdoors out at Chestnut Ridge.
That does sound like it could be more aggressive. 90 minutes in the cold.
In the cold,
uphill.
And if you need poles, bring your poles.
With trivia. So it's a mental and physical challenge.
Exactly.
And for adults, the Buffalo Science Museum's Science After Hours returns this month as well, the Get a Clue event.
That's right. So you're going to leave the kids at home on this one, and this is strictly for the adults. 21 and up, ID is required. So, but you can have a team or you can go individually, and this is a great way to use the entire museum as kind of your own game board. So they have you travel around the museum, you answer questions, gather clues, and solve a case. And so it's just a fun way to work around the museum with a beer or a wine in your hand, and just have a good time with your friends.
Yes, and they have plenty of hours where the kids are invited as well.
Right.
So definitely another great place to check out in the winter if you're looking for indoor places. Patrick, where can people go for more information?
Yep, so there's a lot more to see and do, and you're going to go to visitbuffalo.com and follow us on all the social media platforms. Visit Buffalo.
Patrick, thanks for being here for another week on
Thank
Most
you.
Buffalo. We'll see you back here soon. Time now to look back at more than 5 decades of memories at the Ralph, with some fans being there since the very beginning. 2 on Your Side's Chelsea Swift has a unique story from a pair of Western New York brothers.
A sentimental evening for Bills fans in Orchard Park, and that included a win. Bills fans say this entire season has been emotional for them, especially 2 brothers who say they have 50 years worth of memories here at Highmark Stadium.
I think him and I will be one of the last 2 people out of the stadium with tears running down our cheek.
Probably very true. You know, we love our football, and you know, it's going to be sad not coming out here again next year.
It's a bittersweet goodbye to Highmark Stadium for brothers Grant and Brent Weber.
In 1964, my dad realized how big of a fan I was. My brother was a little younger, so he was too young to go back then. And he bought season tickets in the end zone, and when the stadium moved out here, we moved out here, and we've been here ever since.
The Weber brothers decided not to purchase personal seat licenses for next season. They say going to the current Highmark Stadium was always special.
It was a family thing. It was real fun, and we were able to spend time together and go out to the games together. We saw a lot of bad football back in those days. Some seasons we only won like 2 games.
For some, this kind of tradition is just beginning. Sisters Josie and Charlotte Adams say they're grateful to have witnessed the Bills play at the old Ralph.
The first time I came here was really magical for me because I've loved the Bills since before I can remember.
I just love coming here and making memories with my dad because I love coming with him here, and my face just lit up once I saw the stadium, and now I'm excited to see the new stadium.
As the regular season wraps up, it's unlikely that the Bills will host a playoff game here at Highmark Stadium, but that's still something that a lot of fans are still hoping for. On Your Side in Orchard Park, Chelsea Swift, Channel 2 News.
And there was another special surprise at the stadium. It came with the trip of a longtime Highmark Stadium employee and Army veteran. Jack Hofstadter is headed to Super Bowl 60. He has been part of the stadium since day 1, working at the very first game ever played there. He greets everyone coming in and out of the stadium and helps with their tickets. And this moment was meaningful as the Bills close out their final season at the stadium while honoring someone who has been part of its history from the start.
I don't have words for it. It's unbelievable. Very generous of them to do it. Very excited to be able to go and watch the Bills win their first Super Bowl.
He is going to continue that tradition of welcoming our Buffalo community, our Bills Mafia at the gate. And it just embraces everything what Buffalo is about, right? Somebody who is dedicated to the team, dedicated to the community, and there is a good neighbor to welcome everybody into the stadium every single game.
He also got a jersey with his name on it. Super Bowl 60 will be played on Sunday, February 8th at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. And ahead of yesterday's game, the Bud Light Blizzard Brew launched across Western New York. They say that it is brewed with purified snow from the stadium. The Bills also gave away farewell coins and rally towels to fans. You could also buy extra farewell season products and memorabilia like t-shirts, outerwear, drinkware, and more. Here with Jennifer Stanonis now. And yeah, what a special thing to, I didn't go in person, but watching it on TV and all the coverage on social media, it really was overwhelming, and you could feel the emotion from the people.
Bittersweet.
Bittersweet,
I mean, yeah,
yes.
It's exciting to have the new stadium, but we're gonna miss the old one too.
I know, there's just so much, so much history, so many memories of all different, you know, whether it's on the field, in the stands, in the in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's almost like your different phases of life too.
Yeah, I know. We kind of saw that with some of those fans, and we're going to hear from more of them throughout the show today as well.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. Yes. Okay, if you're someone who's looking to head down to Florida to watch the game live, you're going
talking about the playoff game now against the Jaguars.
Yes. You're going to want to check this out. There are still plenty of tickets available for the game. Tickets on Ticketmaster for the Bills-Jags game are currently sitting at $210 for standing room only tickets, and the cheapest seat tickets are right around $380.
So the story seems to be here. So the Bills play the Jags for the first playoff game this weekend, 1 p.m. Sunday, and yeah, there's plenty of tickets available. So I think if the game was here in Buffalo, that would be a different story. But plenty of tickets for Bills fans to buy and get down there to watch a game. Yeah, it's not that far, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, we'll see if we get another one here.
I know.
But at least
everyone's counting us out.
Season,
but yeah,
officially.
right, the regular season.
Regular season.
But watch them get it. Watch them get one more game there and make it special.
We were just talking about that in the talent room. We're like, maybe
we're jinxing it by saying it was the last game. There's still a chance. Yeah. Well, we have more to come here on Most Buffalo when we come back after this. With the new year underway, a lot of people are setting their fitness resolutions or wellness resolutions, but staying motivated can be pretty tough during the cold, dark winter months. There are some simple, practical ways, though, that people can stay active this winter and keep those healthy habits going all year long. Here to tell us more is Michelle Carberry, Senior Corporate Wellness Specialist at Independent Health. Thanks for being here, Michelle.
Absolutely, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So here we are, the first week of the new year. This is kind of when people are really getting back into their routines, and fitness and wellness is always at the top of lists of resolutions. So what should people do right now if they want to, you know, get started and make a difference in that category in their life this year?
I think the smartest thing to do is to set some sort of a goal for yourself. So not just, I want to feel better, I want to start working out, I want to go to the gym. Like, set a real attainable goal for yourself. So I want to go to the gym 3 times a week, or I want to train for a 5K, or something very specific that you can maybe put on a calendar or put into an activity tracker or on your calendar, wherever, so that you can actually know when you're getting there and what that goal is. Because some of those general wellness goals, it's hard to know where to start, when to start, and then if you've even obtained it. So make something really specific for yourself, and that way you'll know when you get there and you can take those steps to get there.
So specific, trackable, something you can write down. You're going to be more likely to stick with it.
Yeah, I know for me, I love a nice checklist. You going off there and checking things off, you feel successful. And then also with that goal, make sure it's realistic and it's attainable. So if you've never put on a pair of running shoes before, maybe a spring marathon isn't a great choice. But maybe go out and buy those sneakers and start walking, and then maybe a strive for a 5K or something like that. So make sure it's attainable for yourself, so that you don't come into February and feel defeated either. So a nice attainable goal.
And how do you suggest that people fit in time for fitness and wellness on top of just everyday life, work, school, driving the kids around?
Yeah, it's hard, right? We are so used to packing our day so full, but we all have 24 hours in a day. So take a peek at what you are doing during the day. Are you scrolling on your phone a lot? Are you, binging some shows and things like that? Where can you fit in some dedicated time for yourself? Maybe it's first thing in the morning before all the craziness starts, especially if you have children or you have a job that's, different hours. Maybe fit it in first thing in the morning so that you don't have to worry about later in the day and plan for it. And then just generally, where can you fit it into your day? So do you sit a lot? Maybe can you take a couple extra sets of stairs? Can you make sure you're getting up and doing some shoulder rolls? Maybe if you're in an office, go to the farther bathroom or park a little farther away, things like that. Anywhere where you can add a little extra movement in your day, you're going to feel better and you'll be more willing to go out there and do something extra.
And you mentioned going out there. This time of year, in Buffalo at least, it's tough to get out sometimes. So when weather plays a factor with maybe you're someone who's doing a lot of outdoor workouts, or just being able to drive to the gym is a challenge in certain weather, what's your advice on that?
Yeah, certainly weather is huge in Buffalo. We know that. So take a look at the forecast, because it might not be safe to get out there. But if it is, especially on a sunny day, you get that vitamin D, bundle up, wear some layers, be safe. If you're gonna go out, wear something reflective, especially if it's starting to get dark. And then if you can't do something outside, you're kind of stranded at home, you don't need fancy equipment. There's a lot of things you can do at your home. Like I said, if you have a 2-story house,
just going up and down the stairs.
Yeah, just literally getting off your couch and back down. You're doing some modified squats there. You can do push-ups off the ground and planks, jumping jacks. Turn on the radio, turn on some music, have a little dance party in the comfort of your own home. Nobody will even see you.
All right, Michelle, we have 30 seconds left. Any other last-minute tips or inspiration when it comes to New Year's resolutions?
I think just do it. If there's something you haven't tried yet, I was telling you today, I'm trying cross-country skiing for the first time tonight with some friends in the dark, so in case I fall, no one will see me, but just get out there and do it. Life is short. Get out there.
Good luck. Yeah, and if your friends invite you to do something that maybe you wouldn't have said yes to last year, just say yes this year. You'll try it. Thank you so much, Michelle Carberry here from Independent Health. We appreciate it. Happy New Year.
You too.
Again, back to the Bills now, and they marked the end of an era we know in a very Buffalo way. This weekend, a local choir made up of voices from across the community took to the field to perform the national anthem during a historic moment in a celebration of unity. And 2 on your sides, Rob Hackford got to chat with the choir director ahead of this big performance.
As Highmark Stadium prepares to close one chapter in history, the Buffalo United Community Choir is getting the honor of helping mark the moment when 75 members step onto the field to sing the national anthem.
We're so gallantly streaming.
A special arrangement by director Karen Saxon, who sang one of 4 parts that will be united on the day.
This is a Buffalo defining moment, and it blows my mind that they thought our choir worthy of fitting that Buffalo moment, because we really are a conglomeration of all faiths, all colors, creeds, you name it.
Together as Bills fans. While the choir has performed for major community events before, the timing for this one could not be bigger.
Sports related, this is our first. So it is huge to be in this position.
A position like no other. In the end zone, singing a gospel-inspired anthem, carefully crafted by Saxon to honor both the music and the moment.
I didn't want to gospelize it so much that you can't tell that it's the national anthem. I think the closing phrase is going to be the defining moment, but not for the reasons that we think. If you listen to that bass line, that's a celebration for it in a whole different way.
Oh, say.
So as Highmark Stadium hosts its final chapter, the choir hopes their voices reflect the heart of their city and their team.
What is so big about this is the Buffalo pride that has gone into the whole thing. The pride that we have in our team, the pride that we have where they are right now, the pride that we have as a community. And I think we just want to also give Buffalo another reason to be proud.
Brave and the home of the brave.
On your side at Highmark Stadium, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Rob. And this could be another historic the last snow shoveling by fans at Highmark Stadium. With that one last game to play, this might have been the final times that fans were called in to help clear the snow from the stadium. Look at all the people that turned out to do this on Saturday, too. People from all over the country came together to prepare the stands for that last farewell game. And we spoke with several first-time shovelers who say they couldn't pass up the chance to be part of Bills history.
I think this is what brings people together. I mean, there's people from all over, a guy from Florida, Texas. I mean, Bills fans from everywhere coming here just to get the experience and to have fun. So it'll definitely change it in the new stadium.
Coming together and, working with people you've never met before is really a unique and exciting experience to have to kind of build our city and make sure our community stays as strong as it is.
And with the new stadium being partially covered, this might be the last time that Bills call on volunteers to help remove the snow before a game. So fitting for the last game, what we think was the last game at the stadium. I just love that.
Yes, and I know Dan and I were just talking, it's going to be pretty rare that they have to be, dealing with that kind of snow removal at the new stadium.
That's another thing that we'll tell our kids and grandkids about, that back in the day they used to have
to shovel.
But it's just so appropriate because it is as we saw with all the tributes and all the emotion from the fans, that fans feel so much ownership over this building. And what do you do when you own a home? You shovel the driveway, right? It's part of what you got to do. So.
Or a couple years ago, that one playoffs game that they just made the snow chairs.
Yes, that they had their work cut out for them that year.
It was like,
yeah,
here we go. Just
at least this time around, it was manageable.
Yeah.
And they did a great job.
A little bit of time to clear it.
Yeah, but I love that they got to do it one more time.
Yes. And with snow comes, of course, the time to toboggan, and plenty of families were doing that over the weekend at Chestnut Ridge Park. Our photographer even had the chance to as well. But if you haven't before, rentals are available right inside the park casino. For some families, it's a chance to create new memories and reflect on the ones they've made in the past.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Just great memories with the kid. Loved coming out here to Chestnut Ridge, doing the toboggan run. I used to do it with my dad, so doing it with him now brings back special memories.
I don't think I've ever gone tobogganing in my life. I'd seen it before because I was here when I was much younger, but it's fun. It's a little quicker than I expected. To drop is quick.
And we're told you could see downtown Buffalo and even the new Bills Stadium from the top of the hill. It was clear enough to see it.
Looks like a great crowd. Yeah, I did that with my dad growing up too. It's really fun. It kind of ruins all other sledding after you've done that. Any other backyard sledding, you know?
I did it there years ago, and then also they have some down in south in the hills, Holiday Valley, and sometimes if it's icy, it gets fast.
Yeah, exactly. I know, because we don't, it's not we don't have the most hilly terrain here, especially growing up in the North Town. So that was like a big special thing to get to go do it there.
And thankfully, hopefully, you got in some of those winter activities.
Yeah,
because we are looking at a lot of the snow. Not the best conditions for all those winter sports.
But where was this?
We did get to go skiing over the weekend. We took advantage of the fresh snow. This was in Colden, and great ski areas down there. There's Kissing Bridge. We went to the Buffalo Ski Club, and yeah, it was gorgeous.
And it looks crowded.
I mean, it was, especially in the afternoon, it gets more crowded, but we got some fresh runs there and really nice snow to enjoy, because we're going to be seeing that snow melting, become a little slushy, a lot of it melting with the temperatures warmer, and rain. So hopefully you got out and enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The next chance probably isn't until, well, I mean, if you could do today, but then Sunday, then we'll actually have better conditions.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we have a little bit more to come here on Most Buffalo when we come back, including more fan tributes to the old Bills Stadium. Welcome back to Most Buffalo. After what will likely be the last game in Highmark Stadium, many of you and us here at Channel 2 as well are looking back at all of the memories made there. Two on your sides, Claudine Ewing shares her favorite, plus a few others.
Like many of you, I went to games with my family, including cousin George, a season ticket holder for 41 years, and of course with friends for snow games, even masking up, and in nice weather. But nothing compares to going to then Rich Stadium for a concert. It was at this stadium where I actually saw Michael Jackson and the Jacksons for the Victory Tour. I was a kid, but I will never, ever forget that experience. And oh, by the way, I do have receipts, not just the pictures from the concert, but the ticket stub. The price for that concert, $28. Here's photojournalist Mike Luksh.
So what's my favorite memory of Rich Stadium, New Era Stadium, the Ralph, Highmark? Well, do you have an hour?
He remembers Rich Stadium being built.
We walked onto the construction site. Stuff all over except for security and fences. And I was able to go to the opening game against the Washington Redskins, and we saw them return the kickoff for a touchdown, the opening kickoff. And I got to go to the Monday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs.
The signs, the hot tubs, 80,000 fans. Dave McKinley remembers seeing things you couldn't imagine happening at the stadium now.
This was a night game, so the lights were on. I distinctly remember something you'd never see there today. And this was this haze of cigarette smoke like a cloud over the stadium.
There's more.
And I just will never forget how loud that place was, and just how huge and how big, and how impressive it was to an 11 or 12-year-old boy who'd never been in a place like that before.
In all of the high schools who got to play championship games on an NFL field, Cardinal O'Hara's Reggie Garner remembers well.
Just to be able to just touch the same field, and then when we score, we see the fans and the crowd. Obviously, we didn't have 60,000 plus, but it was the same feeling.
I thought everybody would help me out.
Then he earned MVP. Now he lives in Denver and is a Bills season ticket holder.
And my dad bought season tickets back in 2010 And because of him, that's why I'm a season ticket holder, because he passed away in 2017.
These are memories. On your side, Claudine Ewing, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Claudine, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Most Buffalo. We will see you back here for another live show on Thursday at 2:30, but you can always watch other Most Buffalo episodes right here on WGRZ+. Download on your TV and watch for free. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day.